Hello guys, today we're going to learn SQL and its commands. Now, before you panic at the word SQL, let me tell you, it's not as scary as it sounds. SQL simply stands for Structured Query Language. Think of it as the common language that helps us talk to databases. Imagine a database as a giant cupboard full of neatly stacked files, your school records, shopping history, or even your Netflix watch list. Without SQL, we wouldn't know how to open the cupboard, where to look, or how to arrange things properly. Every time you buy something online, or even check your mark sheet, somewhere in the background, SQL is working silently to make it happen. You might be wondering, why do I even need to learn SQL? The answer is simple, because data runs the world and SQL is the language of data. Think about Amazon. It handles millions of orders every single day. Or hospitals, which store patient records carefully. Or banks, which track every rupee you spend. All of them depend on SQL commands to keep their data safe and organized. Without SQL, it would be like trying to run a library, where books are just thrown around in random piles. Chaos, right? Learning SQL gives you the keys to unlock this world of data. And trust me, it's a skill that can open doors to some very exciting opportunities. Now here's the fun part. SQL isn't just one single thing. It's divided into 5 main types of commands, each with its own job. We have DDL, which is like the architect who designs the house. Then DML, which is like the person who arranges the furniture. DQL is the detective who searches for exactly what you're looking for. DCL is the security guard who decides who gets access. And finally, TCL is the manager who decides whether changes stay or get undone. Together, these 5 types work like a dream team to make databases organized, secure, and useful. Let's start with DDL. Think of this as the foundation work. DDL commands are used to create, change, or even remove the structure of a database. For example, if I wanted to create a table for employees, I could use the create command. If later I realize I need to add their email addresses, I use alter. If I want to demolish the whole thing, drop will take care of it. And truncate is like cleaning the entire cupboard but keeping the shelves in place. A simple way to remember this, DDL is like building and remodeling a house. You decide how many rooms it has, add new doors if needed, or tear it down when you're done. Once you've built your house, now comes the decorating part. That's what DML does. With DML, you insert new data, update existing information, or delete what you don't need anymore. Imagine your phone's contact list. When you meet someone new, you add their number, that's insert. If your friend changes their number, you update it, that's update. And when you lose touch with someone, you delete their contact, that's delete. DML is basically how we keep our data fresh, accurate, and clutter-free. Now comes the part that most people love, searching. DQL is all about asking questions and getting answers. The main hero here is the select command. If you want to know which employee has ID number 1, select can fetch it instantly. You can also filter results using where, sort them with order by, or even join multiple tables together like puzzle pieces. Real-life example? Imagine you're looking through your phone, trying to find all the Alices in your contact list. Or maybe you want to arrange your contacts alphabetically. That's exactly what DQL does inside a database. It finds what you want exactly when you need it. Now, imagine you own a house, but do you give everyone in the city a copy of your keys? Of course not. That's where DCL comes in. DCL is about giving and taking away permissions. With grant, you allow someone to access certain data. With revoke, you take that permission back. For example, in a company database, a manager might have permission to see all employee salaries, but an intern should not. It's just like giving your friend a key only to the living room, but not to your private study. DCL makes sure that your data is not only useful, but also secure. Finally, we have TCL, which is like the safety net of databases. Let's say you're editing an important document. You save your progress, that's commit. But if you realize you made a mistake, you hit undo, that's rollback. And sometimes you create smaller checkpoints while working, that's save point. TCL makes sure that no matter what happens, your database stays consistent and safe. For businesses, this is huge. Imagine a bank transferring money between accounts. If something goes wrong, rollback ensures no one loses money unfairly. Let's bring it all together with a story. Imagine you're running your own bookstore. First, with DDL, you create a table for your books, title, author, and price. As new books come in, you use DML to add them, update prices, or remove old stock. A customer asks, "Do you have books by JK?" Rolling. That's where DQL helps you search instantly. Of course, not everyone should have full control, so with DCL, you give your cashier permission to view book details, but not delete them. Finally, at the end of the day, TCL makes sure all your updates are safely committed. That's exactly how SQL works in real life. Each command type, DDL, DML, DQL, DCL, and TCL, plays its part, and together they keep data safe, organized, and useful. And remember, SQL isn't just for bookstores. It's everywhere, behind your online shopping, banking apps, hospital records, and even Netflix recommendations. So, when you learn SQL, you're not just learning code, you're gaining a superpower in today's data-driven world. My advice? Start practicing school today. The sooner you begin, the sooner you'll see just how powerful and practical it really is. Thank you for listening, and I hope you're excited to take your first steps into the world of SQL.